What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? It's your boy, Danli Divine, aka the Web Spinning. And this is another episode of Divine Time. So relax your mind, it's Divine Time. Today, I want to talk about something that is, once again, another life lesson. I love passing on these life lessons, you know. What I want to talk about today is the power of playing dumb, a strategic life lesson. All right. Let me hit my ding ding.
What did he say?
No, not like that. Don't get your mind off the gutters. You nasty peoples. No, I got a tuning for it. That's my thing. I need to set the atmosphere. I want to go ahead and get into this because it's something that's been on my mind, and I've seen this. I've seen a lot of individuals think that they are so smart and then attempt to look down on other people. So with that, I want to speak a little bit about exactly what I stated earlier, the power of playing dumb. Because there's a lesson that I've learned over 35 years of me living, leading, serving, and growing as a Marine, a father, and the creator behind Divine Time. Act dumb, but be smart about it. Now, before you take that the wrong way, let's break it down. Lawrence, I know you're going to come at me. If I don't say let's break it down, you're going to try and say something. Because this isn't about lowering your intelligence. It's about how you move with it. Now, with it, there is a strategy. It's called the misunderstand strategy. Most people walk into rooms trying to prove how much they know. They'll sit there and then they speak fast, or they'll assert opinions that nobody fucking asked for and try to establish dominance through knowledge. I've done it before. And all it does is create resistance, ego clashes, and a lot of missed opportunities to truly understand. But when you act dumb, something powerful happens. You shift from trying to impress to trying to understand. And I need to stop saying the word trying. I'm going to stop saying the word trying. So with that, you shift from attempting to impress and aim to understand. There we go. I like that much better. You give people space to talk. You gather information and you observe more than you reveal. And in that space, people often underestimate you. Trust and believe they do. And that's not a disadvantage. It's leverage. So with that, seek clarity like your life depends on it. Because honestly, it just might. All right. One of the biggest mistakes people seem to make is assuming that they understand something when they don't. Assumptions create confusion, and confusion leads to bad decisions. My mom always said, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me, exactly how it's spelled. So instead, ask questions. My father-in-law told me all the time, be curious. Be curious. Ask those questions. Not just any questions, though. Ask clear, closed-ended questions. Now, there's going to be some people to where even if you ask closed-ended questions, they're going to not respond with a closed-ended answer with a yes or a no. They're going to make it long-winded to try and get you into this verbal word game and do a whole bunch of other stuff when it's like, look, it's just a simple yes or no. Give me 1 second. What's up, bye-bye?
You forgot to sweep the stairs.
I sure enough did. Thank you for reminding me. Once I'm done with this, I'll go ahead and get on, all right? I appreciate you for letting me know. Go put your water bottle back downstairs.
Okay, because I just forgot until I left.
And it's okay. I forgot too. So I thank you for reminding me. Thank you for holding me accountable, bye-bye.
You're welcome.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Asking closed-ended questions. Because there's going to be some individuals to where even if you ask those closed-ended questions, they're not going to give you a yes or no answer because they don't want it to come back on them of them saying that they said something. That's manipulation. All right. So when you're asking closed-ended questions like, is this the deadline? That's a yes or no question. Are you saying this is the only option? Yes or no. Does this decision affect me directly? Yes or no. There's no need for a whole bunch of extra stuff. But when you have master manipulators and people who want to manipulate you or play word games, they're not going to respond with a closed-ended answer. They're not going to give you that yes or no. That's because closed-ended questions force precision. They remove gray areas. They cut through fluff and get straight to the truth. When people don't want to tell the truth, or people don't want to be riding that gray area, or when people want to ride that gray area, they're not going to give you a direct answer. They're going to ring around everything so that way, in hopes of confusing you, to find a way to turn it all back on you. I've seen it all the time. In the Marine Corps, clarity isn't optional, it's survival. As a father, clarity builds trust and structure. And as a leader, and of course, the creator of divine time, yeah, clarity keeps everything aligned. If you don't understand something, don't pretend. Ask. What did I say earlier about assume? Makes an ass out of you and me. Now, with it, you're probably thinking, why is being underestimated a gift? How? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. When people think you don't know much, they relax around you. They reveal more than they should. They don't guard information the same way. They get comfortable because they think they're always a step ahead of you. That gives you insight. You start to see who really knows what they're doing, who's just talking, where's the real opportunities. And when it's time for you to move, speak, or act, you do it with precision, not noise. That's the difference. Because intelligence doesn't need to announce itself. There's a quiet confidence that comes with real intelligence. You don't need to dominate every conversation. You definitely don't need to correct everyone. And you don't need to prove you're the smartest in the room, because you already know. Understanding is more powerful than being understood. Now, with it, the balance. Humble on the surface, but sharp as fuck beneath. This lesson only works if you remember the second part. Be smart. Acting unaware without actually thinking critically, that's just being lost. But choosing to appear less knowledgeable while actively learning, analyzing, and positioning yourself, that's strategy. That's discipline. That's power. So with it, in all honesty, in life, the loudest person in the room usually isn't the most dangerous. It's the one quietly asking questions, paying attention, and moving with intention. So don't rush to prove yourself. Slow down. Ask, listen, learn. And when it's time, move smart. Now, this is a reminder I want you all to leave with if you don't leave with anything throughout this episode. You don't have to show your hand to win the game. Sometimes the strongest position is the one nobody sees coming. And with that, relax your mind. It's divine time. Deuces.